Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Angel figure. And oh my gosh, from the moment I saw this guy get revealed, how long ago was that now? Doesn't matter. Second I saw they were doing them, I knew this was a must get for me. So, let's not waste any more time here. You're looking at the box. Let's get this figure out of the packaging so I can talk about him. And once we get Angel out of the packaging, oh boy. All right, so for me, this was a figure I had originally said, all right, I'm not going to get any Marvel Legends. That's what I was telling myself at the beginning of the year, and if I do, it's going to be very sparingly. This was the first one I saw, along with the Ben Reilly Spider-Man, that made me say, all right, those might be my only two exceptions to this year. And boy, am I happy that this was one of my exceptions, because man, I love this Angel design. It is one of my all-time favorite X-Men designs just in general. Angel as a character is very cool to me. I like his power, is the main reason. Yeah, no, very cool figure. I love it. Yeah, so let's just start digging into this guy. I want to play with him. So he does reuse the arms and hands off of the Vulcan body. You can see here, let me just grab Vulcan. You can see that the arm is the same, so it's nothing new there, but truthfully, we got plenty of new on this figure, in my opinion. You know, I'm not too worried about it. The legs, I believe, also come off the Vulcan action figure, so I think the only new parts are the heads, upper torso, because I think the old torso does seem to be the same plastic as these. So I assume it is also from the Vulcan body, but that one, it's hard for me to tell. Yeah, that is definitely off the old Vulcan. So I'm pretty sure the upper torso, the heads, and of course the wings are the only new parts of this. Not saying that is a bad thing, but those are the only new aspects. So I'm not going to cover articulation. All he's missing from Vulcan is the butterfly joint, if we're being honest, which I would have loved to seen. But come on, man, how are you fitting that in there? So his wings do come out nice and far. They are very big. I would measure them for you, but I don't have a tape measure on hand. Here. Just grab your average Marvel Legends box and you can probably figure it from there. So he's about a box and a half long, roughly. But yeah, I really like these wings. They're very detailed, very nice. They seem to be a bit of like an eggshell white with like proper white paint done over them to give them a very pristine look. Make them look like feathers with layer and detail. So beautiful. I love it so much. And then there are the alternate heads, which I'm just going to pop off to show you. So he comes with two heads, being the smiling one and his more stern look. And they are two different masks, which I have to say I like this one better. I don't like that bridge. Or that spot on the bridge of his nose. Why is it not focusing? There we go. I just don't care for that. Otherwise, I don't mind it. But this just looks so much better. Overall, I like this mask design a lot more. I don't know. I kind of wish instead of this smiling head, we would have gotten a like a angry face where he's got his teeth gritting, something like that. Because this is, you could say this is angry, but to me this just looks more stern, you know. He's very serious about whatever he's doing. And since it is my personal favorite head, it's going to be on the figure. Another thing I have noticed, though, are the reds different? Hold on a second, are they? So, anyways, one thing I noticed is that the red from here up, like from the top of this little white section up, is different from the red on like the rest of the body. And even this one right here is different from the rest of it. Here you can kind of, it's very, very light. And it might just be the difference in plastic, because I can tell these are two different plastics that they used. Just in feel, they are very different. So that might be all it is. But that is definitely a much darker red. If I move that up, that's not just my camera. That is much darker red on the top there than what is on the bottom. So I don't know how to feel about that. I think the only thing they actually added to this design, though, was the halo on his chest, which is a nice little addition, you know. It breaks up the design a little more, so that's very nice. Really, I didn't have any problems with this guy. I noticed a slight paint chippage on the back of his leg here. But honestly, it's on the back of his leg, so I'm going to say I don't care. You know? Why cry over spilled milk when you have an amazing action figure like this? Seriously, this is... I definitely think this is a Marvel Legend for this year that will be making everyone's top 10 list. This, that Ben Reilly, I haven't gotten Sabretooth, but I am this close to cracking on it. So if you want to see me review it, please say you do. I want an excuse. I'll get him. I'll make a little review. I'm one of the few that does actually really want that Logan that comes in that pack, because I don't have a cowboy one, and that's the first cowboy Logan I've actually liked. So who knows? Maybe I'll get that, put it up on the channel. If you guys want to see it, please say you do. Anyway. So yeah, I really like the articulation on this guy. My only real problem is that he has a disc here, which I do not like. I would have preferred them... Oops. Come on. Since I was talking about him and he's sitting off to the side here, I'm going to try and show him off. Ben Reilly, I would have preferred they do something more like him with the Renew Your Vows body. Maybe take out the butterfly joint so you could put the two holes in the back. But it makes for a much more natural... You know what? This is a bad example of it. Where's another one? Beast. Beast is a perfect example, actually. Because he was one of the earlier ones not to have that. Where, you know, it's just the crunch here, and then there's the rotation at the top. I would have much preferred to have seen that. Just with the range of one of the Spider-Men, since this doesn't have anything to compete with, you know. I would much rather see this than that disc, because that disc looks ugly. So, here. Maybe I'll customize one day. But yeah, also, I have to admit, yeah, you can see how deep those butterfly joints have to go. You wouldn't be able to get those on there, I don't think. But I would have loved to seen it. Sadly, that's not what they went with. But this is still an amazing action figure. I don't want you to think that it's not. I love this guy. I think he is probably one of the best X-Men action figures made. I'm going to go out on a limb here. He is my favorite one we have gotten since Beast, which, if you watched my top 10 from, I think that was 22? 22 or 1. Pretty sure it was 22. Anyway, Beast made my top 3, so do expect he will do the same for Marvel Legends. Which, I don't know. I don't know how many Marvel Legends I'll get this year. Probably not many. So, actually, that'll depend on if I even do the top 10 at the end of the year. But anyway, so let's actually show them off next to some of these others, because now is not the time for me to think about what I'm going to do with the future of this channel. That can either be at the end or in a separate video, if we're being honest. So here we have him next to some original founding members of the X-Men. Beast, if he will stand. And then we have Cyclops. Now, if you didn't know, the original team consisted of Angel, Cyclops, the human version of Beast, Iceman and Jean Grey, and I don't think I missed anyone. Of course, led by Charles Xavier, which I don't have the comic counterpart of. I just have him in his like X-Men wheelchair, which I don't like that one very much. But that's all I could get at the time. So I think he does scale pretty decently with these guys, maybe on the short side, because I've always imagined Angel being a bit taller. If you're wondering what these two are, it is the retro-carded Beast from 2022 and the Warlock Wave Cyclops from, I believe it was 2017, 2018, one of those years. So if you're trying to find these guys secondhand, Beast is getting pretty expensive. If you want a Cyclops, I'm not going to lie, I'd probably recommend just getting the new one for the TV show. I've considered it and then just do a head swap. Because I can't lie, they nailed the head on this guy. It's the only reason I haven't upgraded is because I kind of consider him perfect. Outside of some clear articulation flaws. But yeah, this guy also, while I'm thinking about it, of course, he is pinless because he's on the Vulcan body, which is always nice and lovely to see. But yeah, guys, in the comments down below, tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about this action figure, in fact. Do you like it? Are you going to pick him up? Should I pick up that Sabretooth 2-pack? But without further ado, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below, as I have just asked of you. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.